Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles. As you can see, this time I'm bringing you pretty much the hottest transformer around right now, and that is the Generations Metroplex. This guy is the tallest transformer ever. I say that because a lot of people say that it's not the biggest and that in fact there is more mass in Fort Max, whereas this guy is taller. But as it says on the box there, over 2 feet tall. So as you can see here on the back, he's displayed upright, and that is the actual size of Metroplex. Pretty damn big. It's very nice artwork on the box, so let's take a look at the sides. So on this side of the box then we can see the bio. If it's steady enough, then you can go ahead and pause that. And then we have the G1 tech specs and a nice picture of Metroplex here down the side. So on the side here we can see all of Metroplex's different modes and what comes included in the box. So let's take a look at those now. So as you can see, Metroplex comes with a pretty extensive sticker sheet. I've used all but 4 stickers, those being there, and there. I'll get into that a little later on, but there's altogether 97 numbers on here, but there are over 100 because as you can see, these here are all 81, these here are all 61, so you do get quite a few reoccurring numbers there, but that's a pretty nice sticker sheet. And then you also get the sheet telling you where all these stickers are applied across all of the different modes of Metroplex there, so pretty nice. And then the instruction sheet, pretty big. It's even bigger than those, and it's not even unfolded yet. So as you can see, very extensive instruction sheet. So I'm sure that you don't want to look through all of those, so let's move on to Scamper. And here is Autobot Scamper himself. Now he's a little Legends class figure. He's very nice. One decal gets given to him, and that is the Autobot logo on the front there. As you can see, he has his red cannons on the front, which you can move backwards if you want. I like to keep him forwards. And yeah, very nice detail on him. This is actually my first Legends class. I have a lot of mini-cons from the Armada days, but this is my first actual Legends class figure. Nice silver detailing there. And I must say that if he was sold separately, which he may well be, I'm not sure right now, but I'm sure that he would be quite a big hit. He's got a lot of moulded in detail, and the blue's very vibrant on the windscreen. He's a very nice figure. So to transform this guy, what you want to do is just take the arms off the side and then flip the back legs down, and then in here pull the waist piece down and then bring the front of the car over and clip it into the waist piece just like that. Now all you have to do is just rotate the arms around, and then you will have Scamper in his robot mode. Very nice. Get a close up of the head there. Pretty cool detail around him. The head is on a ball joint. You've got ball jointed shoulders. You have ball jointed elbows, ball jointed hips, ball jointed knees. No waist movement. And then here the cannons, you can leave them on the back, or you can give him some weapons. Pretty nice. So let's move down to the floor now and take a look at Metroplex. Hi everyone, welcome to Shaky Cam and welcome to the floor. This is the big guy himself. This is Metroplex in the city mode, and by all means it's my second favourite mode. I do quite like it. The official transformation which it's in now, I don't like every aspect of it, but let's take a closer look. So here we are now, starting off with a size comparison. This is obviously something that everyone will either have seen or will own. This is obviously the Transformers Prime First Edition Optimus Prime, and he's pretty much dwarfed even by the size of Metroplex's torso here in city mode. This guy is a Voyager, so he's pretty big in Transformers terms, really, these days at least. So yeah, as you can see, he's pretty damn big. I think we will start off with how Scamper interacts with Metroplex in all of his different forms in the city mode. Then we'll move through to vehicle, and then we will finally get onto the masterpiece itself of this Titan class glory. So we're starting off over here with the ramp that comes out of Metroplex's chest. Now mine is incredibly stiff inside there, so I've already loosened it. This simply rolls out and flips down into the leg. So you can fit Scamper in there, and you can just simply roll out. So if you want storage, you can hide little Scamper in there when you put this guy away. So unfortunately there's no firing mechanism in there, so you can't actually shoot Scamper out of there, but nonetheless it's still a nice little touch. So moving on, both legs have these open cavities in which Scamper can fit in and roll in, or he can fit in this side. He can obviously enter through this front section here and drive up through Metroplex. And we have some nice sticker detail running throughout the inside here. Same thing with the other side of the leg, except over here is actually a little blueprint of Scamper, so it's as if he's sitting there being repaired or something, which is a quite nice little touch. And there's even more interaction with Scamper when he's in his robot mode. As you can see, he fits onto cannon number 1 over here, and cannon number 2, which is Metroplex's head, which is flipped forward in both vehicle and in city mode. So you just simply flip up this back piece, which reveals a little target. You have nice sticker detail in there, and you have 2 handles which you can hold on to very nicely. Also, Scamper can take a little chill pill over here in this seated area, but unfortunately there's no room for his feet under here, so they can't stick in. So he sort of just has to chill out on there, but there is a nice seat and there's some nice sticker detail in there. Obviously, if you have other Legends class figures, then you can utilise the helipad that's here. Now this arm is my main problem in city mode. As you can see over the back here, the guns represent nice spires, whereas on this side the gun is simply on the shoulder pointing back. So also we have this cannon just sticking out here. This is the official transformation. Obviously you don't have to transform it this way. I like having this arm up as well and having the spire up so that you get more of a city feel, instead of having just a random gun over here, because in a city mode really he's not going to be fighting all the time. You want a classic Metroplex look. So instead I think this would suit it better in a sort of vehicle mode or something. And obviously when he's in robot mode he can have this cannon out as well. But let's get it into the vehicle mode. I'll transform it off camera because it is very simple. You're simply folding the legs back and just turn the arms round. It's pretty simple. So let's go to that now. So here we are now in the vehicle mode, and it's basically a sort of assault mode for Metroplex. As you can see, still lots of cannons. The main cannon you just point forward, arms turn round, flip the waist round, fold the legs up and flip them round. It's a very simple transformation. But for now, we're just going to take a closer look at this. Basically every bit of colour that you see, barring the red here, is a sticker detail. This is all black. So if you don't like stickers, you're kind of bummed with this set, and I will get onto that when we do get him into robot mode. I'll talk a little bit more about the stickers. But yeah, there's a lot on here. I'd say perfect potential for a modeler to paint this thing up, but I just wanted to get this done. And I didn't want to wreck it or anything because of the price that you pay, so I didn't want to paint it myself. But I do have a massive urge to go ahead and paint it myself. But honestly, these stickers do look pretty damn fantastic. I'll just get a nice close-up here of some of these stickers on the end. You've got a nice Autobot logo, and then basically you've got your runway. Now Scamper obviously can be introduced onto this runway, and what's nice is if he's sitting here, you have this little claw here which just pops out there, and it's movable here on a ball joint. This part here just swivels up and down. The end of the claw is on a ball joint, and then you can also move the claw at the end, so you can have it repairing Scamper. It's pretty nice, to be honest with you. And then obviously you can incorporate the chest ramp in this mode. up here, let's just get a bit closer in. We have a nice little cockpit which Scamper can fit inside pretty perfectly. It's a little hard to get him to hold these handles because they're a bit close together, but you can hold them fine. Now here's one of the problems that I have. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it. You sort of can. On here you can see, yeah, you can. These darker spots, they do rub off, but I've just left them on there for the sake of the review. Not too great, yeah, a bit dirty. Not sure what it is, whether it's just from the cardboard or what, but it's a bit dirty, and it's a bit like that all over. There's spots all around it that you just got to rub off. Tends to be on the torso though. And then here on the back of the arm we have another little helipad, which is a nice little touch. Notably smaller than the other one though, obviously. And then here we have the big cannon. So this thing does have a firing missile. You simply press it at the top there and out it shoots. It goes pretty far actually. Very nice. These cannons on the end of the arms here are removable, but in this mode they are supposed to be attached. I'll get into those a bit more in the robot mode. And without further ado, I think we should make this Titan class transformer look pretty menacing and transforming. Finally, here he is in the mode that really does him true justice. This is Titan class Metroplex in the robot mode, and it looks absolutely amazing. No faults, no bad points, no anything can be given to this thing when it's in this mode. It's absolutely incredible. So as you can see, right over there we have Scamper in Metroplex's hands, and as the size comparison, down there is the Optimus Prime figure. So you can truly get a scale of just how big this guy is. So let's go ahead and take a look at his weapons. So first of all, obviously you can still fold this down and have Scamper sitting here. He has these weapons on the side, and down here he has his red gun. Now this could be attached on his shoulder like so, and then you flip it forward and have it there, so you can still have that attached if you wish. But as you can see, it has that peg on either side, the big side piece, and that fits in to this slot right here on his hand. So as you can see, big ass transformer, big ass gun. This thing is huge, and if you got the San Diego Comic Con exclusive version, you get 2 of these guns, and you also get a load of little minifigures. You get a load of, I think they're like mini Generations stuff, and then you get a little Fall of Cybertron Starscream as well, because this guy takes part of his design from the Fall of Cybertron Metroplex, and that's also incorporated into the Generation 1 Metroplex. So this is a mix of the two. So in the middle window here on his chest you can actually see a little Ultra Magnus and Optimus Prime. On the left there is Bumblebee, and on the right over there is RC. Now onto the stickers that I did not put on him. On the sticker sheet you have big black pieces just like these ones, and they are meant to go. There's one goes over here and one goes over here, but they're way too long and I didn't want to mess about with them. And also some stickers that fit just inside these funnels, and they're too big to actually fit inside there, so very strange. I would have preferred it if it was painted in detail. This orange here, and there's 2, if I just come down a bit, there's 2 orange dots right there. They are already painted on, and obviously some of the black and the red is moulded on, but most of him is white. I mean, these are stickers, these black bits. The black bits down here are stickers. The red here and all the yellow that you see, the orange inside there are stickers. You got stickers on the cannons on the side. And then if we take a look at the back of him, if I just swing him around real quick, we have stickers as thrusters there. We have a nice little Autobot logo with some writing there. and then he has orange on the back of the legs. They're very nice, they're very well detailed, but I found that some of the stickers were a little too big, and in some cases a little too small, to fit on the spaces that they are designated to. So a little bit more care and attention could have been taken to the stickers, but I would have preferred it if they were painted in. But as I say, without them being painted on, it's great. Blank canvas with him being white for you to be able to put washes on and put your own paint on and everything if you're that kind of a person, if you're a custom kind of guy. Or if they had have painted it all on, you might have preferred stickers, because then it's a bit more G1-esque. So, personal opinion really on that one. I like it for both, you know, if it was painted and as it is with the stickers and everything, but I think I'm more on the side of I wish it was painted, but that doesn't matter too much. A little bit of a close-up on the face there. You can see it's moulded on very nicely in there. Nice big goatee there. Now, with the lights and sounds, his eyes actually move. So if I just take you around the back of his head here, if you flip up the flap, you can see inside here there's this little red lever that you can move left and right. When you push on this, you put the batteries in his back. When you push on this, you'll see the eyes light up. Now before we get onto that, if you bring these forwards, a visor pops down. So you can actually have him with or without a visor. To put it away, you just push it back up. To show you the eyes, I'll show you him without the visor.
Foolish Decepticons.
So as you can see, when you press that, there's lights and sounds, and you can sort of see the eyes in there. So I'm going to try and move the eyes to see if you can actually see them. You see them moving there as I turn it left and right?
Decepticon deactivation commencing.
So that's pretty damn cool. I really like that addition. So now I'm just going to keep on flicking through all the sounds so you can get to know them all.
Target synchronizing initiated. Target obliterated. These Decepticons scatter like cowards. Till all are one.
And I'll just show you the rest with the visor down. Just flick that down, there we go.
Metroplex heeds the call of the last prime.
That obviously being the one that everyone was waiting for. Most of these sounds are from the Fall of Cybertron game, if not all of them.
Foolish Decepticons. Decepticon deactivation commencing.
And that'll basically be all of them. So very, very, very nice incorporation of lights and sounds there. I like how you can choose to have a visor or not. It's probably what he looks like in IDW or something, or you can just move it away and have him just like the Fall of Cybertron game. But altogether, he's got great moulded on detail. Stickers, whether you like them or hate them, they do bring a lot of colour to him. He is predominantly a white Transformer anyway, so it doesn't matter too much about having a lot of colour. But as I said, these shoulder cannons can be guns as well, so I'm just going to rest the camera down just while I take those off. You can extend these up if you want to as well, you can have them up, but the official transformation is having those down. So these guns, just like the big red one, you can flip a section down and you can hold that just the same as the big red gun. So you can have two of these black guns, or you can have the big red one. So as you can see there, that's what his shoulder looks like without it. All in all, I would say that this Transformer is a must-buy for anyone who is interested in Transformers. Not only is it now the tallest Transformer ever, but with having a simple transformation and well incorporated lights and sounds, lots of accessories, obviously you're getting Scamper with it as well. He's going to look great in any display, He's massive playability with Legends class figures. So great for kids. I think that if you're a collector, you've already got this thing, so you're probably not watching this. I really do think that this thing is the best thing that Hasbro have made to date. It's personally not my favourite Transformer. That's just because character-wise and this, that and the other. But I think he is the coolest Transformer that I own, and I would not hesitate to recommend this guy to everyone. So before I go, I'm going to leave you with a quick look of the articulation. So we have the head that moves left and right. He has a waist movement, which is ratcheted very nicely. We have ratchets on the shoulders. This one can sort of move in and out due to transformation. He moves at the elbow right here. He has a ratcheted elbow here. The wrist can rotate. It can go in and out like that and rotate round. The thumb moves, and he has individually articulated fingers. Just at these knuckle joints here, nothing out here. He's permanently sort of like curved fingers, a bit like that. Down at the legs, he has ratcheted in and out of the hip and full 360 forward and back, and then he has a knee movement. He doesn't move at the feet or anything. If you do want to get him into some very nice articulated poses, just be careful, because he does have quite a heavy torso. So once you start moving around with his knees and his hips, once you've got him in a stable enough position, do whatever you can to keep him there, because he might want to flop about a little bit, especially if you're a little kid. Just be careful, because it might fall on you, because quite frankly this guy is pretty damn big. So yeah, just be careful when you position him, especially if you're going to be putting him on top of a shelf or something. Just make sure that there's nothing that he can fall on and break, because he's not going to break, but he will break everything else in your collection. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, show me some support if you do like this review. I've tried to keep it as comprehensive as possible whilst being as quick as possible, as there's obviously a lot to get through with this guy, but I hope I've done him justice, and I would just have to say, buy this thing. No matter what price you can find him at, just buy him before he's gone for good. You can probably pick him up at most toy retailers that sell Transformers, like Target, Toys R Us, Walmart. Go to Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store, Compare Toys, TF Source. I could go on. There's also obviously the Takara version, whereby he has a chrome face and chrome hips. I wouldn't say it's needed, but it would look very nice, because it would look more like the Generation 1 Metroplex toy. Or if you can, then try and find that San Diego Comic Con version, because that is quite a nice box set with all the little minifigures and a second big red gun. But that's it from Homerino Collectibles, and I'll see you next time.